Ahaha, hello again, it's been a while, huh? I know what you're probably thinking, and I am here to explain why I have been gone for 4 months. Yes, 4 months is crazy, you probably thought I vanished, but in this video I am here to talk about what happened to me and what's going to happen to the content I make, so without further ado, let's get started. To begin with the simple answer to the simple question, am I done with making content? Hell no. In fact, I have been inspired, which I will get more into later, to make the best content I could possibly make, and I will do my best to make it as peak as possible, and I can promise that the content I will make will be something that I enjoy and you can enjoy too. You may have seen me comment on tons of Forsaken videos and wonder, when am I going to make some more content on games like Forsaken? Good question, let's see. I do want to still make Roblox gameplay for you, as I know a lot of people like the cinematic I made and how I go in depth on certain characters, but after my last Dandy's World video, and video in general, what have I been up to? It's been a long while and I can finally share the reason for my absence. To start, I am still in school, so that means that for obvious reasons I can't make as much content as fast, not to mention AP classes really eat up my time, among other life things that need to be done. But aside from that, the way I made content was on my school laptop, which is also why most of the gameplay is laggy lol. It was my first time learning how to make videos and edit. From what I learned from my brother, you should check him out sometime, link will be in the description. Anyways, after having to turn in the laptop, I figured I had to wait a long time to be able to make videos, but by then the heat would die down and I'd lose my motivation to make videos. I still somewhat interacted through comments, but otherwise my content was dying and outdated. What was I to do? There was so much happening that I couldn't make videos on, so I thought I was cooked. But then an idea popped in my head that reignited my passion, a rebirth if you will. Before I get into that, I need to get into how I got the idea. And to do that, let's talk about my favorite game of all time, Block Tales. Block Tales is a multiplayer RPG inspired by Paper Mario and Earthbound, and ever since the release of Demo 4, and playing through the final boss, the Ancients, I felt inspired by the passion going into the game and the effort put into making such fire OST and gameplay barely on its 4th chapter. This made me feel so overwhelmed with joy that I decided from then on I was going to try harder and harder to achieve my goals. For one thing, I wasn't going to let a freaking laptop determine whether I should make content or not. As long as I have a phone, I can make videos on through there. I was also inspired to do other things, but more in depth on that later. The entire summer was my time to think to myself, an epiphany if you will, that I wasn't going to let the simplest things stop me from having fun, and so began my incredible journey. So what happened next, you may ask? Well, for starters, I decided to go outside and touch grass, a phenomenon that is almost unimaginable to us YouTubers, but you know what, I honestly can't say I regret it, and ever since then I always yearned to feel fresh air every morning to clear my head. Afterwards, I would start to learn how to write better and how to draw better, as I always wanted to make drawings that I would like to make. That, however, proved more difficult than expected. I am impatient, so I always tried to find the fastest ways to get things done, but then I started to realize the faster I want something, the slower I will get it, so with knowing that I decided to take it one day at a time. I will get better eventually, but I'm not going to do that trying to make everything perfect all the time. It made me think of thumbnails, and how I could obviously improve on it, and so after doing some research, I made my very first real thumbnail, and I have to say it is fire. Pun not intended of course, but you get the idea. Eventually I made another video for the Evade X Forsaken mini collab, and I quite enjoyed editing and making the thumbnail for the video. Now, if you looked at my channel by now or after the video, you'll understand what I'm about to say, but for those who haven't seen it yet, this is what I made recently. Now you may be thinking, what is bro trying to make? And I will admit this was a weird video to make as it just popped in my head and I made it. However, after publishing and watching, I really enjoyed the outcome as well as editing it in the first place, so I did it again, and it was kind of fun. Is this the content I'm going to do from now on forever? No, of course not, I still have lots of other things that I want to make, but maybe it could be something I do once in a while, you know? Now, let's move on to what I'm going to do now. I started learning how to make music by paying $15 for a freaking FL Studio mobile port, but I really enjoyed learning how to make music, and if you want to see something I cooked up, you're going to have to wait for it to come out. But here is a sneak peek I plan on putting onto the Pushki channel. Pretty cool, right? You will be in for a surprise when it fully releases, that's for sure. But anyways, I also started learning how to animate, and I am in the process of sketching the storyboard, and I have to say I like what has been made from it, and I also have to admit I did not mean to make it as cool as I originally planned on making it. And there is so much more things I wish to learn to show to you all, but until then, let's keep it simple for now. Okay, now that we have delved into all of this, let me lastly talk about what Roblox games I plan on making videos for. For starters, of course, Block Tales and Evade. I got back into Tower Heroes ever since their massive update with the lobby and game in general. There's also games like Tales of Tenorio, Brawlar, The Battle Bricks, and Battle Buddies that I feel deserve some sunlight, as well as other games like Flavor Frenzy and Lunian Legacy, whenever they freaking update. Regardless, I probably won't do Forsaken videos as it just isn't something I care that much to do. This isn't anyone's fault of course, but it feels too easy to simply record a video of Forsaken gameplay and post it and get lots of views. I want to do more than just recording updates, you know? I want to enjoy making and editing, but Forsaken is a game that I like as background and not the main focus. Again, it's just me, no hate to Forsaken of course. And there is also me wanting to make videos on Bloons TD6 and Battles 2 and Card Storm. And how much I suck in them, lol. Overall, I quit Dandy's World months ago and I typically play Forsaken to pass time, that's all. You all are probably wondering, if I'm talking all about the Pushki channel, what's going to happen to this channel? I have said multiple times and I will say it again, this is my alt account, and it never was supposed to get as popular as it did. All I did was talk about what certain characters are and do, and I somehow got popular because of it. But what I did not expect was to be asked to continue making content. I am here to tell you all that this channel will never get updated again. This does not mean I am done for good, but I am here to tell you that if you care about seeing what I will become in the future, considering subscribing to this channel right here, my new channel, my permanent channel. I am not going to force you or beg you to subscribe, but this is if you really want to see me make videos. Now we have one last topic to talk about, and that is where do we go from here? Unironically, this video was supposed to be longer, but it's almost time to wrap this up, so I am lastly going to talk about what do you think I should do. In the end, I don't care about being popular, I just like talking to people. I prefer you guys want to direct me on what I should do, even if I don't do it sometimes. I am still going to make videos I care about, but maybe if you ask me to give info on something, I will probably do it. Honestly, I want to thank you all for even considering watching these funny haha videos and being so positive. I'm not going to be corny and say this means the world to me or I am sincerely in your debt for watching me play games, but I will thank you for subscribing and actually still subscribing even though I didn't post for a while. The content is real and it will not dry up, and I will make it worthwhile for you to see what I have to cook up, and do not be afraid to correct me on something or to give an opinion on a subject. To summarize everything said, this channel will be abandoned and will no longer update, and eventually deleted, but this does not mean that I will completely eradicate myself from YouTube nor will I stop making videos. My new channel, Pushki, is here to stay and never go away. I will make what I want to make and always take advice from you guys. Criticism is appreciated as this helps me understand what I say or do wrong or what I could improve on. Of course, this does not mean you can be harsh or rude, but having the perspective of others helps the creator create better content for the viewer. I hope this video clarifies any questions you may have, and I will gladly answer as many questions you want to ask in the comments. That is all for the video, thank you for watching and subscribing, and I hope to see you watch Pushki play games and have fun. This is Spectral Zine, saying goodbye for the very last time, and migrating to here. This won't be the last time you hear the word Spectral Zine, mark my words. He will be repurposed once again in the future. In the future. Where we all are heading. One day. One Last time.